From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Sunday, April 16th, 2017. Silver is trading at $18.54 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,285 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 2.9 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $1,182. Antiwar.com reports spending some 2 years under siege by al-Qaeda and its allied forces in Idlib province. Shiite civilians from 2 towns began a mass evacuation as part of a town swap deal, but didn't get far outside of Idlib before they were attacked in a massive car bombing which killed at least 100 people. The convoy of buses were heading into government territory but were targeted with a huge explosion in a rebel-controlled area outside of Aleppo. The attack reportedly killed not only a large number of civilians in the convoy, but between 20 and 30 rebels who were present to guard the convoy. The whole population transfer is apparently in limbo after the blast, with rebels accusing the government of violating the deal by not sending enough security to escort the rebel fighters and their families out of the towns near Lebanon, which are being evacuated on the other side of the deal. As a result, the rebels had stopped the Shiite convoy at the time of the attack. This means that in the wake of the attack and its huge casualties, thousands of Shiites are basically stranded in rebel-held territory, not particularly far from the towns where they were forced to abandon, and while the Red Crescent is providing food while they wait, many say they've gone for some 30 hours and have no access to toilets. Despite this being a bombing attack on pro-government Shiites in a rebel-held area, the rebels were quick to blame the Syrian military for the attack, calling for international intervention against them. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports Delta Airlines began granting its agents the ability to offer passengers up to almost $10,000 to give up some seats on overbooked flights. A company spokesperson said supervisors were previously only able to offer up to $1,350, but as of Friday, they were given the ability to offer as much as $9,950 in compensation. The change will also allow gate agents to offer up to $2,000 in compensation, more than double the previous cap of $800. The Department of Transportation requires airlines compensate passengers for being involuntarily bumped from their flight with a maximum required payment of $1,350. Delta also reinforced the company's priority of reaching a voluntary agreement with passengers rather than involuntarily denying boarding in a memo announcing the raised compensation caps. FPP Radio News is brought to you by Bitcoin Not Bombs. Bitcoin Not Bombs is a launching pad for nonprofits and social entrepreneurs into the financial freedom of the Bitcoin economy. Bitcoin Not Bombs offers premium publicity campaigns designed to facilitate an organization's adoption of Bitcoin as a payment system and to fully capitalize on that decision in their fundraising efforts. Bitcoin Not Bombs is fully committed to being the hub of the nonprofit sector of the Bitcoin economy, maximizing the potential cross-promotion of all our clients and commercial partners. To learn more, visit bitcoinnotbombs.com. Reuters reports a federal judge on Saturday temporarily blocked plans by Arkansas to carry out a rapid series of executions this month after the inmates argued the state's rush to the death chamber was unconstitutional and reckless. Arkansas, which has not carried out an execution in 12 years, planned to begin the lethal injections of at least 6 convicted murderers on Monday and complete the executions before the end of April. Since the U.S. Supreme Court reinstated the death penalty in 1976, no state has ever put as many inmates to death in such a short period of time. The ruling on Saturday by a federal court in Little Rock threatens the plan, as did an order on Friday by an Arkansas state judge. The federal judge, however, provided officials with an opportunity to address her concerns at a hearing on Monday. Arkansas had scheduled the fast-paced series of executions in order to beat the expiration on its batch of one of the 3 drugs in the lethal injection cocktail. U.S. District Judge Christine Baker, in a 101-page ruling, found the state's plan would deny the inmates their legal rights by depriving them of adequate counsel because prison officials only allow a single lawyer to be present for an execution. Baker said if the attorney had to rush out to file an emergency petition, it would deprive the inmate of a lawyer to witness the execution. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.